Okay, we'll take that back to money, but first Adi Godrej, who's of course the president of CII, on the phone line reacting to this, the Chambers of Commerce putting out a statement already saying they're concerned about the proposals that have been made. And I said to Mr. Godrej, what is the Chamber's main area of concern?
Well, it's difficult. Converting agricultural land for industrial purposes needs government help. Being able to acquire land, agglomerate it, especially for larger projects, will be difficult without government help. So I'm not saying it's impossible to do, but it will become very difficult. And it might hurt industrialization adversely, and it will certainly affect infrastructure projects adversely. From one side, we say we need private-public partnership. We want to encourage private-public partnership. But if land acquisition is kept out of private-public partnerships, I think it will be difficult. And I think it will hurt GDP growth. To my mind, the earlier bill proposals were better than the new recommendation from the Parliamentary Committee.
Adi Godrej, but to those who say that profiteering cannot become a context to seek states' help in land acquisition, what would you say?
It's not a question of profit. Nobody profits by acquiring land for industrialization. When you set up industry, land is a small part of the total cost, but it's a basic requirement for industrialization. And if you are not able to get land adequately, if you're not able to get it with the right kind of facility, it will affect industrialization. And industrialization benefits everyone across the board. It helps GDP growth. It benefits all, including people in the agricultural sector, because it provides employment. Continuing employment in the agricultural sector will not lead to creating wealth in the country, will not lead to creating employment in the country. So I think we must have a balanced view of it. And whilst we totally agree that farmers must be compensated adequately, all provisions must be made. So we are not against those provisions of the bill. But government should be in a position to acquire land not only for private-public partnership, but also for the private sector's industrialization plan.
But Adi Godrej, a quick last question. What about the fact that farmers invariably end up getting underpaid because the land that they sell is used by developers to make vast amounts of profit, and those are market rates they never get, and a direct purchase may change that?
Yeah, that's a matter of detail. Certainly, I'm not saying that land should be confiscated or taken at very low prices. Reasonable rates should be paid for land. Reasonable provisions should be made. But government not being able to acquire land for industrialization in the private sector and in private-public partnership may not be a good move.
All right, so you have industry, we have Mr. Naveen Raheja here, Adi Godrej, both expressing the same concerns. Wealth creation, industrialization will be impacted by these proposals. NC Saxena, you have said that the panel is neither pro-poor enough nor pro-industry enough, but M.R. Madhavan has made this important clarification that several projects do fall within the ambit of a state acquisition being a facilitating role. Does that assuage you a little more?